Often talk about the importance of being dynamic in the final third. What were your takeaways from today's match in terms of how your team performed in the final third?
I mean, there's things we can clean up. That's a good team with good athletes in the back. We got some really good chances. Would have liked to have gotten a few more, especially when they went to 10 men. I'm pretty happy with what we did offensively. It's not there, but I'm happy with some of the sequences. You know, and getting around the edge. We knew they were going to be hard to break down. Charleston, a very explosive team, struggled last week against them to get clear-cut chances. I think their keeper made a couple of really good saves. We had one cleared off the line. I think we played decent. I don't think we played great tonight. I think we defended pretty well against a good attacking team. However, free header in the box shouldn't happen anywhere, whether it's home or on the road. So, to me, I mean, look, that was our best game. We were better for 90 minutes tonight than we were in Hartford. I do think we can improve with our movements. Sometimes we're trying to jam it through the middle, and I think our forwards could have spun out into wide areas to pull their three center backs apart. I think we were a bit narrow at times in our play. But I saw our players contesting head balls, you know, getting in behind and causing problems and attacking stuff in the box. There were a lot of dangerous balls across the box. So, you know, I don't think we're far off there. I think defensively we were against a pretty dynamic attack. We were pretty good. I think where we lacked tonight was, believe it or not, second balls. You know, every time there were a lot of balls in the air tonight. Both teams were pressing, and both teams were playing past the press. You know, both teams were playing a lot of high balls. And I felt like there were times we were beat to those second balls or those loose balls. And I think had we been able to close the field and win some more of those balls, we could have put more sustained pressure. I thought there were times even late in the game we're up a man, ball goes forward, we got to win the next ball. It doesn't really matter once that ball's in the air. If someone doesn't have clear possession, the only thing that matters is who wins the next ball. And I think being at home, being up a man, we needed to get to those spots first, and we're waiting to see where the ball goes. I think we need to get better at taking up the best positions and the defenders closing from the backside. And wherever the ball is, there's a challenge, and we need to, you know, we were pushed physically. We've got to get stronger. I mean, I think at times we were pushed around a little bit. I do think we played hard for 90 minutes. I think, you know, as I said, we can be a little bit stronger. I think we're getting better in areas. It was a tough home opener, and I think Charlotte's in pretty good form right now, especially after their performance in Charleston last week. Nevertheless, it's disappointing to get the fans out here and not deliver in this game. You know, I think our division is going to be very competitive, so, you know, we have to learn how to win these games. Last week, thought it was a game we could have come out with to win, and we ended up with a draw. Today, I think we probably at least deserved a draw and didn't come out with anything. So, you know, I think we got to keep fighting. We'll obviously improve in some of the areas in the attack and defensively. Hopefully be able to be more consistent with the ball in possession. But look, the guys worked hard. I'm not negative to their effort on the field. I think we got to get a little bit tougher and understand that fighting part of the game is sometimes a big part of who ends up with the result.
When it comes to the principles of attacking soccer, what changes when you go up a man in this situation? Do you change anything, or do you just try to hammer the same points and stay persistent?
No, I mean, listen, I felt like when we were up a man, we obviously pulled some of our center backs off the field. I mean, I think Jelani came off and Preston came off, but we were trying to get Jordan and Dixon for a long time in around the edges. And I think we did it, not enough, but I think we tried to jam maybe a little bit too much through the middle. But at that point, when you have Cicerone attacking everything in the box, and Dikwa, and Tommy, we were trying to push Lilley and Danny Griffin up underneath them. I think we did pretty well. It's hard. Listen, even if the team only has 8 or 9 men at the end of the game, when they're all in the box, there's not a lot of space. So, look, if I think back last year to Louisville in the playoffs, late in the game, we're searching for a goal, and we struggled to get some of the chances we got tonight. I think last year, early in the year, we played Indy 11, and they got a red card early in the second half, and we played 40 minutes against 10 men and created hardly anything. So I think we did create some chances. I'm not sure if the header that was cleared off the line was before or after the red card. But there were a number of balls. I know we missed the target on a couple from 6 yards. Like, I'm going to go back and look at the tape, but I know there were 5 very good chances tonight, and there was another 5 to 8 probably half chances that we missed the target or could have done better. I think some games this year, against better teams, you're not going to see a ton of clear-cut chances. To Charlotte's credit, they worked Danny enough and found a goal. I think it's something we've got to get better at. We've given up 3 head goals in 3 games, even though we have some big center backs. Free header in Hartford at the end of the game, free header tonight, free header from Dos Santos, in game 1 in Tampa. So the first goal in Tampa and tonight were headers inside the box and goal scoring positions. So that's one thing we got to work to get better. But overall, we won a lot of balls in the box. We defended very well at times. And I want to create more chances than we did tonight. So I don't want to give the impression that we're satisfied or happy. This isn't, look, we got beat tonight. I don't think we were unlucky. I think we can be better. I think Charlotte deserves credit. I know we have areas to improve. I thought we competed well effort-wise, running, the amount of ground we covered, but I think we got to be stronger in some tackles. I think, we can improve a little bit in attacking areas and also closing the field. But tactically, our shape sometimes can be better. We're not far off. I'm happy with the improvements. I thought we had a good week of training, and I was optimistic we'd come out even in a tough game and find 3 points tonight. We didn't. We have to regroup. We'll put the work in this week and be ready to go. Our next game, I believe, is Friday in New York, which will be a tough game in New York. I thought we had some good moments in the first half, but I felt like, we could have pressed a bit more. We're at home. Let's get, it's kind of an even game. I didn't feel like we were trying to dominate. I think we almost, were giving them too much respect and waiting for something to happen. The second half, I felt like we were trying to step on the gas. We were trying to impose our will, and I think that's why we had good chance in the second half. I think that's why we forced a red card. I think our intentions were better in the second half. And I don't think the first half was bad, but for me overall it was a better game than last week. Disappointing to lose it.
Well, you guys have faced Charlotte as a club now 12 times.
I've played them 5 times since I've been here, and I think we've tied 2 and now lost 3. But I know a couple times we've gone to Charlotte on a 3-game week where I've played a backup team. I know the one game we tied a couple years ago here, we played with 10 men and outplayed them. So when I was in Rochester, we beat them, but our roster is so much different. There's not one player here now from 2017. So 18, 19, and now we play them 3 more times. We'll see if it's a hex after this season, because we play them 3 more times, and it's not. We're gonna these head-to-head series are gonna be clear markers in terms of which teams are probably finishing where in the division. We obviously have some work to do to catch up with Charlotte and with Tampa, but if we're getting better, we're not going to be an easy out. We got to go keep working on some things and keep getting better. But for me, tonight was 90 minutes. Tonight is going to get us a result more times than not, and we'll improve in some areas as well. And I think our intensity or our physical side of it, I think we're making it clear to the guys, look, you got to win second balls. You got to get a body on net, and if it means we're in a bunch of slugfests, that's what it takes. Because we know the quality is going to shine through. Now it's the game is about not just the quality and the technical ability. It's also about those loose balls and those 50-50 challenges. And, I think we'll be able to get some good clips on tape and show our guys and make improvements as we go forward. We didn't earn a foul in a dangerous moment for us. But I said to our team, it wasn't like it was a mistake in our end. I mean, once the foul wasn't called, we still had all our men behind the ball. They went down the other end of the field, got it behind us, and got a free header late. We can't give a goal just because we don't get a call, So maybe if it happened, quick snap. I don't think guys lost their focus at that moment. I don't think it was like a mistake and then one ball. It looked like we were playing when they were crossing. I just think ball watching a little bit. Guy gets free. Parra had a couple goals last week against Charleston. He finds a little bit of a gap. We need to be tight to men. As much as we talk about zonal defending, we tell guys in the box we need challenges and we need you to find men. You can't have loose guys in there. We're where we probably expect to be. I think it's a tough game for the team coming off a good result. We certainly hope to be 3-0 at this point. So we got 1.9. So we got a lot of work in front of us, but we've strung